Alright, Hazelmeg here. In my motorcycle trunk here, I have two boxes with CV boots in them. So I got them today. It took about, I think I ordered them on Monday and it's Thursday, so it took about 4 days to get here. Cost me $10 to ship them. What a rip, and they shipped at the store too. But I had to do a special order. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I had to pay for shipping and stuff. So there it is. I got it from Napa Auto. Let's go check them out. Okay, so the axle in question is this right here. So you can't tell from the video, but I can tell when I run my finger over it that this boot is dry. It's not rubbery like it's supposed to be, like these ones here. So let's check them out. I hope they're the right ones. So I'll go take them out of the boxes. Okay, so there they are. So this is the 686-1030 on the left here, and then this is a 686-1003. So I don't know which one is which, but we can take a look. So I mean, this one came with a snap ring, so I'm assuming this is a totally different one too. Yeah, what the heck, dude. Yeah, the clamp is totally different, and it's missing a clamp. That's odd. Because this one here. Oh, this has a snap ring also. Okay, but there's only. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's a small. So there's a small clamp, and then there's a big clamp right there, and both of them have snap rings. So I don't know. I don't know which one we gotta take apart. I'm thinking we're gonna take the inboard one. No, this is the outboard. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's find out. But these are both round. That's a no-go. This is wrong. Yeah, this is the wrong. This is the wrong boot. Dadgummit. This is a round boot where this one is supposed to be a. Like, it's the same size and everything. Uh-oh. I may have a problem here. I think I may just have to order a whole axle, man. I may have to return this. Because as you see here, there's a... Yeah, there's a... See how this is a... kind of like it's got this triangular looking thing? This is a circle. This is not the right one. This is the wrong boot. So this is the one that goes in here. Now this one, you could probably use it. I'm thinking this one goes right here. Yeah, not really sure. I'm not actually sure which one goes where. But it looks like this one might go here. Yeah. It's about the same length. It's got an extra fold in it. But this one looks like it'll work also. But this is a different boot. See, this one is round all the way, whereas this one is not. So it requires a special boot. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is not going to work. Alright, so I guess we're just going to have to return these. Okay, so you know what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I think we're just going to put that axle in. Fuck it. We'll put the axle in, and then when it goes bad, we'll just replace it. That's all I can do. I have a feeling it's going to go bad pretty soon, though. Maybe I should just order another axle. I don't know. Save me some trouble down the line, man. But like I said, the axles that were on the car already, the boots were like worse than this one. So, and I was driving with it, so I guess it'll be okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's not the right kit. Okay, so I realized this guide is actually a little bit different. This is for a Galant. The Galant axles are 3-bolt, so I can't really use this actually. And if you remember correctly, the boots are both round on the Galant, so it would have been easier. It would have been much easier to find the boots for that one. But no. All right. Okay, hey, Mega here. It's been about, man, it feels like it's been about like 2 weeks since I worked on this car. I've just had so many stuff going on that I haven't had a chance, and plus I had to wait for this axle to come. So let me just tell you a story here. So what happened was I tried to order the boots for this. The last I left that we were gonna get new boots for this axle here, and what happened was I ordered some from Napa, and supposedly they had them, but they weren't the right ones when they came in. So they wound up being almost like pretty much $60 after like they had to pay for like shipping and everything. So it sucked now. And so the they gave me 2 round boots, and I need one that kind of those triangular boots. So I said, forget it, man. I don't want it anymore. So so I just returned it, and I lost $10 because of the shipping, but that's okay. Plus, I didn't want to deal with changing the boots. It seems like a pain in the ass. So what I wound up doing was ordering this axle on RockAuto. So RockAuto is like kind of the only place I know that has this. It's made by Track Motive. It's a new premium axle. So there you go. Constant velocity drive axle. So let's go take a look at it. I got it for about $70 too. So it's like, I'm like, wow, it's like $10, literally $10. It was $70 shipped too. It's literally almost $10 more, and I get the whole axle, you know. So I'd rather just go with that. So here it is. All right, there it is. So it's the wrong direction. Go that. I can just compare them real quick. So you can see. So this is for 92 Eclipse, and it's the same exact axle. This has 3 folds in it, and this one has only 2 folds. This has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's almost like a 5th fold right there. So this has more. This has like 4 folds, and that has 2 folds. So if I were, I would say this is a better axle. It seems like the boots have better articulation. Yeah. And it's got the little shield cup here, the dust shield cup, and it has the thicker spline here and the smaller spline here. So if you remember correctly, this is the right axle. So this is what the track Motive looks like. There's the part number. Mike India -81904. This number. It's made in China. Okay, hopefully it's good stuff. We'll see how long it lasts. And it's also round. They're both round. So replacing a boot on this one will be easier than thing. It's like nobody sells boots. Nobody really sells or replaces CV boots anymore. So if you get a bad axle or something, you're just gonna have to just buy a new one. Nobody wants to change the boots. Nobody wants to sell you a boot. That the only way to really do it now is just replace the whole thing. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, you can see this one is like a triangular boot or cup here, and this one is just a round cup. And it looks like they're neoprene boots. The boots are not. They're not all dry rotted like this. But the spline here is very dry. Like it's been sitting in the warehouse for a long time. So with my name on it. So there we go. We'll just make sure we lube that real well before we stick it back in the diff, and then I think we should be fine. So it shouldn't take that long to install it. So like I said, $70. I think that's a better bargain than paying $60 for 2 boots that one they didn't fit, and 2 I'd still have to take the axle apart and get all greasy and shit. So it does come with the little instructions here. Let's take a look at it. So this is the 4-bolt, you see. It says don't use a torque wrench to tighten it. That's pretty much it. And then certain Ford vehicles, you need a special tool. We don't have Ford. When installing axles, do not let them hang from the differential transaxle at any time. You can damage the inboard and cause the axle to not function properly. Prior to installation, carefully match the replacement unit to the old one. Now that looks pretty close. The compression length. So yeah, so it's saying to compare them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take this out of the box. They look pretty much the same. This one looks longer, actually. Yeah, this one looks a little longer. What's up with that? It is longer. Let me see if I can pull this one out a little. Okay, so I couldn't pull this one out anymore. That's pretty much extended as far as it'll go. But I can push this one in. This one I can push it in. So I think this one's just it's been that way for a long time. So, but yeah, pretty much the splines look the same. The seal part here looks the same. We can go. Let's go get the caliper and measure it real quick. Okay, so I got Mr. Caliper here. I'll go check out the differences. Let me go take this mesh net out. I don't know what this is here for. So we got the circlip there. It looks pretty loose. I don't know if I guess it is supposed to be pretty loose. And it's very dry, like I mentioned. Let's go measure the spline. The smaller splines are 21 millimeter on a new one. And the inner spline is 16. Whoa, hold on. That's a big difference. 21, okay, never mind. Let's move it farther away. It's probably 21, okay, that's good. That's pretty close. Okay, the big splines are 26.3. And Chinese axle, 26.5, close enough. And then this intermediate smooth surface is 27. 26.6. This one's smaller. It's almost 27. 27, okay. And this thicker part, this is the important one. This is where the seal is, I think. .35 millimeter versus 35 millimeter. Okay, we're good. Looks like everything will made up fine. Hopefully the flange is made up fine. I know there's only one way to install these, so and the axle thickness is 27. This axle thickness is 24. Oh, geez, it's a 24. It's like a downgrade. 26, almost 27. Yeah, yeah. So unlike that front Duralast axle that I bought, which was thicker than the stock one, this one is actually thinner than the stock one. So I actually got a weaker axle this time. And then I'm gonna go camera down. I'm just gonna twist it just to make sure it's okay. Because you remember I bought that axle. If you remember another vlog, I bought the axle. It's fucked up already. Then, so if I twist it one direction, it should still turn in one direction. It shouldn't turn opposite directions, and that's good. Same with this one. Okay. So I think we're good. It's kind of sad that the new one is a lot thinner actually. It's a lot weaker. So if I break a rear axle, I don't know. Yeah, 26 versus a 24. It's like 2 millimeters difference. It's a lot. and these have like little kind of like a little dimpling, or it's got like kind of ribs here. So I mean that's even less. I mean it's a lighter axle. in fact, let's go weigh it real quick. Okay, so I bought a handy weighing scale, like a hanging scale, and this is about 10 pounds if you can see there. So 10 pounds for the new one. Okay. And about 10 pounds for the old one, so they weigh the same. They weigh the same, so that's a good thing to know. So, no, I guess maybe the what it looks like is like all the mounting, like the cups and stuff, are actually, they look beefier on a newer one, especially since it doesn't have this triangular part here. But the axle shaft is thinner, so it's kind of, that's gonna be the weak point, man. All right, let's go install this thing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of this old diff lube here. I'm just gonna slather. Actually, I'm just gonna go open the new one. Where is that shot? Okay, so what I'm gonna do before I put any lube on this, I'm gonna go blow off all of. There's kind of like some dust and cardboard particles all over it. So basically, this is the only part that really needs to stay clean. The rest can be dirty. So try to blow as much stuff off as possible so it doesn't contaminate the. You can see it's like starting the little bit of surface rust happening here. They did not put very much. They didn't put any storing oil on this. I can see it should be okay. It's not really rusted or anything. I'm sure they keep it in like a temperature controlled warehouse or something when they store it. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I got my Redline shockproof here, and I'm just gonna dip my finger in it. Let's open it. It's red. It's really thick. There's some already on here, so I'm gonna go just dab some of that on my finger and start coating the surfaces with the shockproof. That looks brand new. See? Okay, so I'm just gonna get my finger wet in there. It's not. There we go. Just coat the splines with it. So if you remember correctly, I tried to put a new axle in, and the splines were totally dry, and it didn't want to go in or go out very easily. So you definitely want to lube your axle splines before you stick them into your tranny. I mean, it should be fine once you get everything rolling in there, but it may not click in there. So you definitely, at least the splines, you at least want to get the splines lubed. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. Just going to do it until the whole thing is coated with this stuff. So it basically looks like, it doesn't look anything like the stuff that came out. The stuff that came out is green, this is red. So, red line. Red, right? Red rum. Alright. Let's coat the inside here. Little cup. Get this sealing surfaces wet. Okay, there it is. I got my my splines lubed. They're ready to go into the diff. Alright. Here's another quick side by side. Looks pretty much the same. There's the flanges. Brand new axle. Yummy. And there it is. Alright. There's the stuff we're going to use. Redline shockproof. $20 for that quart.